So how was it for you today, Nick?
It was really, really good. A bit of hard work, particularly between 7 and probably the 9k mark, but really enjoyable. Really good.
And have you done this before?
No, this is my first 10k. This is my first official run, really. I've only been running since January the 18th, and I'm really, really pleased that I managed to do it, and in a pretty good time.
And what was your reason for doing it?
Well, obviously, when Nick was diagnosed in January, it was a bit of a no-brainer, really. As much as we can get involved to help and raise money and raise awareness for Stargardt's and macular degeneration, then straight away get involved, not a problem.
I've had a few issues in my eyes since probably I was about maybe 19, and then the central vision was particularly an issue from about 26. And then I got diagnosed with Stargardt's in January of this year, and went and saw Dr. Macular at Moorfields Hospital, and he gave me loads of really good information, and that's basically helped me change my diet, change my whole attitude to healthy living, really. And that's where the running came in, and I thought it's got to go to something good, and so Macular Society was the obvious choice.
Tell me, what were your reasons for the run today?
Right. Well, my connection with macula is my wife had macula for 40 years, and she died last year, and therefore we're running in memory of Jackie, but also to support her favourite charity, which was the Macular Society.
And how was it today from the point of view of the run?
Better than I thought, because I was carrying a bit of an injury. We all runners say we're carrying injuries, don't we? But I got a bad heel, and I didn't know whether I'd get round, but I managed to run all the way, so it went better than I thought it would.
And are you an athlete by nature?
Not a runner necessarily, no. I play a lot of sport, but I do a bit of running, but not as far as this. Just a couple of miles, that sort of thing.
So how much of a stretch was this?
It was okay for a start until the last 3 or 4k, and then it starts to feel, the muscles start to burn a little bit, yeah. So it was a bit of a stretch.
And in terms of fundraising?
We've done it as a team. There were 5 of us running in memory of Jackie. We think we were going to raise about £3,000, or maybe a bit over, between the 5 of us. So we're really pleased with that.
Well done.
Thank you.
Annie, how was it today for you?
It was easier than I thought. I thought it was going to be really tough. I've never run before, ever. I swim, I play tennis, but I've never run. But Jack was my best mate. I miss her lots, and I knew she would see me around.
So what training did you do?
I started off very gently, doing some running, walking, scouts piece, sort of running and walking. I have done the moonwalk and the shine walk, so I can power walk. So, but today I mostly ran, so I'm really pleased. So I was up at 5:30 in the morning, 3 times a week. And I did a run before I swim every morning at 6:30.
So how comfortable was it today for you then, the run?
It was reasonably okay. I never realised there were so many little hills in London.
Yeah.
So it was good going good when you went down the hills and not up the hills. And it was fairly tough because I'm not a runner. But I was really, really pleased to have done it and completed it.
And in terms of fundraising in memory of Jackie, what's your feeling?
I think we've done really well. I think, as Adrian said, we'll get about 3k, and between the 5 of us, I think that's absolutely fabulous. Really pleased.
Yeah, both pleased with that.
Yeah, and Jack will be pleased, won't you, Jack?
She will. Yeah.
Thank you. And Johnny, what was your reason? Why the Macular Society?
So my reason is basically about 2 years ago I went to London Eye Hospital, and they told me I had quite a rare, I think it's S-cone rod syndrome or something like that. So it's not actually related to macula, but it's a similar kind of degenerative thing. But yeah, I'd picked up a leaflet while I was in the hospital and thought it was a good charity to do it for, so that's why I asked this guy. But we'd never run before, never done 10k so. Both aim for sub 50. I didn't make it, but this guy did. So yeah, that's the story.
How was the run?
Pretty good, considering to do much training, if I'm honest. That was okay, apart from the slight inclines, as I said, as I was going along. But I felt okay. I did it, I think, just a minute after, or a minute longer than my last one. So
Right.
considering I didn't do any training, I felt pretty good about that. So, but yeah, overall pretty good. So-
What's your reason for running? Why are you running with sort of a macular t-shirt?
My mum has got a genetic form of macular. She got it a couple of years ago, and the first people that come to help her was the Macular Society. So I thought, when my girlfriend wanted to do the Bupa 10K and she was running for another charity, I thought, well, I'd like to give something a little back, and then went for the Macular Society. So,
And in terms of fundraising, how did you go about that, and how pleased are you?
the first one was pretty good. I did it kind of old-fashioned. I did it with forms. I asked most of my students at uni in some of my lectures, so I got some from them. And then I also work part-time in hairdressers, which is good. So I put a little form up in the window, and I asked people that come in. I didn't really push it too much, but they saw it and they asked, and I told them what it was for. And then, they helped me raise money for that one. So that was good. That's good as well.